Apple Hill in California draws over 1 million visitors every fall. And it's not just about their famous apple picking. There's history, scenic views, and even some properties that you're going to want to see. So stick around because today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Apple Hill farms that you may have never heard of. Welcome to Apple Hill, and our first stop is Boa Vista Vineyards. Boa Vista Farms was established in 1950 and has been family-owned ever since. They're open 363 days a year, and it's where most of us locals pop up to get fresh fruits and vegetables all year long. They're also known for their bakery items, their famous apple donuts, and they have ciders, a cider mill, and lots of jams, jellies, and things like that for you to take home. They make great gifts, so I highly encourage you stopping by this family-owned farm. And our next stop is the Bumgarner Tasting Room. Now, Bumgarner Winery is actually in Fairplay. They're one of our favorite local wineries for many reasons. First of all, their wines are just absolutely fabulous, but also they're known for their hard cider. And if you've never had Brian Bumgarner's Aloha cider, well, you're in for a real treat. This is definitely one of the must-stops when visiting Apple Hill. Next up is Grandpa's Cellar. Like the wineries and the cideries, they have their own little flight. They've got coffee flights, fabulous artisan coffees and lemonades for you to enjoy. But they're most known for their bakery items with several gluten-free options. So let's go inside and take a peek. Apple Hill sits in the heart of the Sierra Nevada foothills in El Dorado County. Located between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe, if you're heading up Highway 50, you'll find the main hub around the town of Camino. The location is incredible. When you think about it, you're close enough to Sacramento that it's an easy day trip, about 45 minutes for most people. At the same time, you're surrounded by beautiful rolling hills covered in apple orchards, pine trees, and vineyards that change colors throughout the fall. And the elevation, that's what makes it special. It's about 3,000 feet above sea level, which means you get these stunning views, cooler temperatures than the valley floor, and the perfect climate for growing apples. The air feels different up here, crisp and fresh, especially when you visit in September or October. Now, the farms in Apple Hill aren't all clustered together in one commercial area. They're spread out along these scenic country roads so that you get the experience of a beautiful drive as you hop from one farm to the other. You'll pass through pine forests, see glimpses of the Sierra Peaks in the distance, and wind through areas where the orchards stretch out on both sides of the road. Plus, the proximity to both major population centers and natural beauty has been the key to Apple Hill's success. People from Sacramento, the Bay Area, and even Southern California make the trip because it feels like a real escape without requiring a full weekend getaway. And this brings me to something fascinating about how this destination came to be, because Apple Hill wasn't always the thriving place we know today. Apple Hill has a pretty cool history. The area actually started out as a pear growing region, and for a long time, that's what Camino was famous for. Back in 1958, the farmers of Camino were producing about 52,000 tons of pears every year. That's a massive amount of fruit. But then disaster hit when the pear blight spread through the orchards and wiped out the entire region. And by 1965, production had dropped from 52,000 tons in 1958 to 8,435 tons. Farmers were watching their livelihood disappear, and they had to figure out what to do next. This is where the story gets inspiring. Instead of giving up, a group of farmers decided to reinvent their future. In June 1964, 4 key people brought together 16 apple ranches to form the Apple Hill Growers Association. The pioneers were Gene Bolster and Dick Bethel, who were both fruit growing experts. Eddie Delfino, who was the agricultural commissioner and knew the business side, and Bob Tuck, a retired officer who had strong organizational skills. Together, they came up with an idea that had never been tried before in Northern California. But the smart part is they didn't just plant apples and hoped it worked. They looked at Oak Glen in Southern California, which was already successful, and used their marketing rule as a model. They knew teaming up and creating a single brand would be way stronger than each farm trying to compete on its own. In 1964, they hosted a press picnic to launch the Apple Hill Growers Association. Then they pulled off a genius move. They handed out 50,000 paper bags at the California State Fair. But these weren't just normal bags. They came with a deal to bring the bag back to Apple Hill to get free apples. And that was groundbreaking. It was one of the first times in California that farmers marketed straight to the consumers instead of selling in stores. They called it ranch marketing, and it got people out to see the farms in person. Now, the plan worked even better than they dreamed. What started with 16 apple ranches has now grown to more than 50 farms today, including not just apples, but vineyards, pumpkin patches, Christmas tree farms, and even bed and breakfasts. The association transformed the whole area and became a model that other farming regions copied. We are at Pine-O-Mine. They made our top 5 favorite farms in Apple Hill, and we are with Dylan Dozier. He is the owner. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the story of Pine-O-Mine?
So I've been here since '99, so since I was a little kid. When my dad got it, it was pretty much all Christmas trees. Nobody really wanted the property, so he took it on, planted the apple orchards, built this barn, and we've been here ever since.
Great. And so tell us about the orchards. You've got a U-Pick farm.
Yeah, so we're one of the last U-Pick farms up here in Apple Hill. You lose a lot of your crop by letting the public go out there, but we find our ways around that. We put guys out there to help people pick apples.
Plus that experience for the kids to actually pick fresh fruit right off the tree is pretty incredible. And then what do you sell on the inside?
So on the inside, we have beer, hard cider, pies, wine, pretty much everything. Anything you need in Apple Hill, we got it.
Got it, it's a one-stop shop.
Yep.
Do you do any events here?
Yeah, so we do events all the time. Tomorrow we're doing our Oktoberfest, but we do live music all the time. We'll have every Saturday, Sunday through the apple season. There's always live music.
And I saw we've got a pumpkin patch out back for the littles, and you've got some little vendors and things like that. Are they here? What are your hours here?
So all through apple season, Saturday we're 10 to 7. The rest of the week it's 10 to 6. So we open in June and July. So we have a blueberry field out back as well.
Nice.
3 acres of blueberries. Next year we'll be opening that for U-Pick.
Okay.
So yeah, starting in June we're open for the season, and we close mid-December.
And how many acres do you have in total?
So we have 10 here, and then we lease another 20 next to us.
Great.
So we farm quite a bit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. We have pumpkins, apples, blueberries. We'll do flowers, all sorts of seasonal stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. What makes a U-Pick farm so fun is this. So good. Well, we're here with the winner, Drew Bean Farms, my new favorite Apple Hill farm, and we're so blessed because I caught the chief cook and bottle washer clearing dishes and doing all the things. This is Nina, and this is her farm.
Thank you for coming.
Congratulations.
What a wonderful surprise. I had no idea. Thank you.
So when did you start Drew Bean?
2021 was our opening season. So this is our 5th full season of Drew Bean Farms, and it's been amazing so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was this your dream? What made you?
The original Drew Bean Farms was going to be in Franklin, Tennessee. We were going to do a wedding venue, and COVID happened. We ended up selling the property, found this, and opened it up, and decided to have the only restaurant in Apple Hill.
Love it. So we secretly snuck up over the weekend, and the place was absolutely hopping. Your staff was amazing, and the food was excellent. My husband's favorite was the little hand pie. He had the apple hand pie. But why don't you tell us about the menu and some of your favorite things?
We made a menu that has a variety of things that could capture different audiences. Everything is, I would say 90% of the stuff besides bread and certain things, all of our meatloaf, meatballs, all made from scratch. Family recipes, things that we loved at home. We just want to make nice home cooking that people will like and enjoy when they come to Apple Hill. We're known for our pies. When we purchased the farm, we got all the recipes from the previous owner. So we have a quite thriving pie business. So if you're looking for fresh or frozen pies, come on over. We have a couple different varieties that other people don't have. Harvest Delight, which is a pumpkin with a cream cheese bottom and a crumble top.
That sounds
We have a
yummy.
blackberry apple sour cream, a raspberry apple cream cheese. We have a variety of amazing cookies and cupcakes that are all made locally and in-house. We have a special every Friday night. Right now it's birria tacos. Next month it'll be beef stew. Kitchen closes around 7:30, but we kind of stay open until everyone leaves. We turn the fire pits on. It's a real nice place to drink a glass of wine and hang out with your neighbors around the fire.
Tell me a little bit about the design. This is one of the most immaculate farms that I've ever been to, which is why you made the top 5 in the first place.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the design, the concept, and the style.
Our goal here is to make it feel like you're at our house. We call it Drew Bean Farms, where friends become family. And that's what we really love. We love just making it cozy and warm, and the grounds, we want it to feel like our backyard. We want the inside to feel like you're just sitting in our living room, and we just want to make it a comfortable place for people to come and hang out and enjoy their time.
Tell me about the name, Drew Bean.
So Andrew is Drew, he's my husband, and my name is Nina, which went to Neen Bean, which went to Bean. I'm the mastermind behind the kitchen and all the food, and the aesthetics of the outside is all Andrew. He makes everything look beautiful, pristine. He designs everything. So we make a pretty good team, I feel like, to make this place what people are enjoying.
Okay, so we've caught the chicken pot pie and their very special pastrami sandwich. These are 2 of the favorites. I think she also said the pulled pork was amazing. This is Megan, our producer. And so we're just gonna try it. Here you go, my friend.
Okay.
Start with the chicken pot pie.
Oh, wow.
After you.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Is it good?
That's so good.
How about I not take a ginormous bite so that I could actually tell you, and of course I get a ginormous bite. Really packed with flavor. There's some peas, some carrots in there, lots of fresh herbs, totally homemade. I highly recommend this chicken pot pie.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Not girly girls.
I'm all
So good? Okay, share a bite.
that's so good.
Very good. Take a look at that sandwich. Okay, so the main entrance to Apple Hill is right here off Camino Heights, and we have this fabulous property listed. It's 3131 Sierra Blanca Drive. And if you notice, it is zoned commercial land. It's 1.5 acres. And look at all this road frontage here. So it can be zoned for several different uses, and we've got tons of information on this property's website. But if you're looking to have your own piece of Apple Hill, what a great location. You could make your own Boa Vista orchards, or you could have your own little microbrewery or even a storage facility. Priced at just $298,000, this commercial property is quite the deal. Just a quick pro tip about Apple Hill. The weather can be a little unpredictable, so make sure you bring raincoats and umbrellas if you're coming in the fall. We were supposed to have sun like this the whole time, and as you can see, we just had a little pocket of rain before that. But don't go just yet. If you loved learning about Apple Hill's transformation, I've got another video for you linked right here where I show you what's happening across the whole Sacramento region. I'm talking about over $3 billion in developments that most people don't even know about yet. If you're thinking about buying in the area, this one is a must watch. I'll see you there.